Hey, what's going on, everybody? Welcome to Guitar of the Week Part 2. So, we got a whole lot to talk about, so let's just get right to it. Alright guys, here we go. That's a clean case. That's very clean. And it should be, because this guitar came from the original owner, who bought it brand new in 1960. That's pretty incredible. We made a video about this guitar yesterday, showing how we went and got it. We bought it from the original owner. Now, this guitar isn't mine. This belongs to a friend of mine named Trey. He collects vintage ES guitars. Has a stunning collection of them. His name's Vintage Frets on Instagram. Go check him out. He's got lots of cool stuff, including this now. Man, this guitar is stunning. Like I say, it came from the original owner. It's from 1960. A Gibson ES-355TDSV. Very, 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 very good condition. I won't say mint, but I mean, like Mark Agnesi says on his, go find a cleaner one than this. It's pretty stunning. All original. 2 PAFs. Bigsby, you know. This one is stereo. Some of these are mono. This one's stereo, has the Varitone and all that. That's what the SV stands for. So cool. So this is an ES-355. This is sort of the Les Paul Custom equivalent of the ES-33, you know, whatever guitars. So that means you get the fancy binding, block inlays, ebony fretboard, you get the diamond on the headstock, gold parts, fancy pick guard. Just such a stunning guitar. And look at the top on it. And it's hardly faded at all. Like sometimes these go like a watermelon type color. This one is still vibrant cherry red. It's hardly faded at all. This guitar, basically from what we know, he bought it brand new in 1960, played it up through about 1969. That's when his band broke up, and he hasn't played it very much since. A little bit, but obviously he's taken very good care of it. Guitar's in immaculate condition. Absolutely beautiful. Alright. Let's go plug this thing in. Alright guys, we got the 1960 Gibson ES-355 here. Now I could tell this guitar hadn't been played in a little while because the pots were kind of scratchy, and as soon as you started using them it just went right away. This guitar is amazing. So 2 PAF pickups. I read it through a cable on the meter. This one was like 8.2, 8.5, but you know, that's with a cable on it, so that's just a very rough guesstimate. It's a cool sounding guitar. We're going to stay mainly in position 1 on the Varitone. We might dip down to 2 at some point. Plugged into a 1967 Ampeg reverb bracket today for clean sounds, and we're going into both of the channels, guitar and accordion, because this guitar is stereo. We'll do the same thing with the Plexi. This guitar is awesome. I mean, not much else you can say about it. Let's hear it. So we'll start out here on the bridge pickup. Now we'll go to position 2 on the Varitone just for a second. It's not my thing. Again, I just like position 1 the best. How'd you like that? Out of phase. So with these stereo guitars, a lot of the time, I won't say all of the time, but a lot of the time, they flip the magnet in the neck pickup, and you get out of phase. Interesting. In the middle position. That's awesome. It's awesome. This guitar is incredible. Yeah. Almost speechless with this one, guys. It's just the story behind it. Everything about this guitar is incredible. Yeah. Pretty thin neck on this one. It's not as thin as my 61 Junior. Like, it's almost as thin, but it's not as wide. It's not wide and flat like the late 60, early 61 neck. It's more rounded. It's just got a very nice feel to it. Patent pending Grover tuners on it, of course. We got the Bigsby, you know, all the original wiring, the Varitone, the stereo, everything's intact. These 3 pots have cans, this one doesn't. Why Gibson did that, I have no idea. If anybody knows that answer, please let me know. Why do these 3 pots have cans on them and this one doesn't? I don't know why they use cans in the first place. Shielding, I'm sure, but if you do the wiring right, you don't need it. And a lot of times, these old Gibson harnesses are like perfect. They're really neatly done. This is a beautiful guitar. Let's go plug into the Plexi. Alright guys, so we're plugged into the Plexi now. We got no pedals going today, straight into the amp. We're going into 2 different channels again with the stereo cable. Let's just start out on the bridge pickup. Let's just go straight to sounds. Because, you know, guitar and amp, that's what this thing's all about. Oh, man. Great guitar. Absolutely. just sounds like what you would think it sounds like. Excuse me. Yeah, it sounds exactly how you would think it would. It's incredible. It's hard to describe. I mean, you guys are listening to it. I don't have to describe it. Ready for this? Sorry, Frank. I kind of stole that lick from you. I thought it was really cool. I don't think I'm playing it right. Maybe I am. But it sounds like a pedal steel. I really like that. There you guys have it. 1960 ES-355. Awesome. See you guys next week.